about the effort you guys gave tonight without Joel, without Tobias, just about the combined team effort of the guys tonight?
Yeah, it was great. I was joking with Michael Rubin. I said, "You only had 105 million on not in the game tonight." So it was just a good team effort. The guys, we went with some crazy lineups. A lot of small ball. Drum was fantastic in his role. It's one of those games I thought every single guy did something to help us win the game. They kind of stayed within their roles. They understood, what we needed, getting to the paint and creating plays. Portland is a much improved defensive team. They're up, they're hedging, they're physical, they show, and it challenges you to move the ball. And I thought we did that tonight.
Kind of go off that 34 assists. 5 guys had at least 5 assists, I call it, but guards, front court players.
Yeah.
Does that kind of capture?
Yeah, it was good. We talked about it this morning. We did a drill this morning to work against teams that show. Nobody shows anymore. And how to counteract that and how to deal with it. And I thought it paid dividends. At the time, we didn't know. We thought Tobias would be there. We knew Joel would not, so that helped, at least in preparation.
Yeah, when did you know that Tobias wasn't going to be able to go?
Oh, about 40 minutes. So.
What did you make of George's game and the energy that he brought?
That's what he does. It's funny. This summer we had 2 pickups and no one talked about it. And I don't know, everyone who was around me, I said, we have 2 really good pickups that nobody knows, and Drum and George. George is just a heady player. He can play the 4. He is a 4, but he can play the 5. He brings the ball up a lot, which I think helps our offense, takes pressure off our guards. He's constant movement, picks, and then he's just tough. He's not scared to get in the fray, and I thought he did that tonight.
Talk with Tobias. Do you guys have any kind of timeline yet?
No, I don't even know yet exactly. Honestly, it happened right before we just met as coaches on who to start, and yeah, I've yet to talk to Tobias, so I'm going to do that right after this and find out what's going on.
Knocked 7 guys in double, and everybody scored.
Yeah.
That was necessary.
Yeah, it's a team win. Like, we wasn't going to beat them if we wasn't a team win tonight. They had better individuals as far as, Dame and McCullough. So we knew going into it. But our guys accept that. Like, they understand that. I thought we just did the simplest thing you should do in basketball. We passed to the open man, and we kept doing it all game.
You able to overcome a poor end of the third quarters, carried over to the fourth,
Yeah.
even with all those obstacles, and still kind of had enough to get it done.
Yeah, enough to get it done. I thought we came out of the timeout, and I think we got Furk a 3. I thought that was big. We came out of timeout and got Max the drive. They were helping so much on Seth, and Seth sold it perfect. If he came off and just went a little swing attack. So I just thought our guys executed well tonight.
Just going back to Andre, it seemed like he made a lot of plays on both ends of the floor.
Yeah.
What impressed you the most about his game?
It's his athleticism and speed. The one thing, and we're still getting him to do it, but when we rebound and he sprints in the picks, there's no big that can run with him. And so that gives us a free pick and him a roll. That was the play where he was wide open but lost his step. I think he was actually probably going too fast. But if he can do that, it's a factor. It creates such pressure on the other team when the 5 on the other team is outrunning their 5 and setting picks before they can set their D. And so I think he can do that. He's an excellent passer. He likes to gamble with his passes quite a bit. So that's something that we are talking about. But he had 0 turnovers tonight, so that was good.
Is he progressing in that area, or just how do you?
I don't know, because it's night to night, so I don't know. I'm not going to say yes yet. Let me just put it that way.
John, you said you get to some crazy lineups tonight, and that it was small. Given the success that those smaller lineups had, is that something that empowers you to maybe use that in the future?
Yeah, against the right team. We knew going in tonight that they take Nurkic off the floor, that we could go small. So it really depends on the team that we play. And honestly, we believe that anyway, that we can, but we also thought we'd be small, big. That's what George and Tobias on the floor. Tonight, we were small. And we held our own. I don't know if we had a plus minus in that area, but we didn't lose the lead with that group, and that was big for us.
Doc, is there an update on Danny? Do you have anything?
Yeah, I think his hamstring got tight. I don't know how bad it was. I was glad we took him out. He kept grabbing it. It's funny. I had someone already at the table, and he grabbed it, and then he makes a three the next play. But the fact that he wanted to come out, Danny never wants to come out. So I would say I'm a little concerned with that.
You mentioned
You guys a lot of Tyrese on the offensive end, but recently too on the defensive end, having to guard Trey, having to guard
Yeah.
Dave. How do you think he's held up on that?
He's held up. I mean, it's tough. Like every night, at that position, you got to guard somebody. And we're not shying away from him. We're just putting him on guys. And overall, I think he's doing a sensational job. He's up pressuring the ball. He gets over picks so much better than he did last year. Here's the coverage is better as well. So, I think he's doing fine.
You've been so high on George, even going back to the preseason, but has there been anything he's shown you so far that even maybe has surprised you a little bit?
His dribble attacks have surprised me. He has this ability to pry his body downhill and make shots, and then his passing in the paint. Like I didn't see that at Utah, but he does it. But he does come from a great program. I love getting guys from great programs, and Utah, the way they play, it's nice to have guys coming from programs like that.
Sometimes guys, when they play limited roles, how can you tell that they're capable of playing bigger roles? Sometimes
you don't know sometimes, honestly, but Daryl will tell you, we played in the first, I think right before All-Star break, and I called Daryl on going on vacation or wherever the hell I was going for that one day of my All-Star break. And I said, hey, George Nang is available. We got to get this guy. And obviously we tried. We just didn't get him. And so he was on our target literally from midseason last year. Thanks, guys.